Yeah.
It's karma.
This is the karma from y'all dealing with me.
Probably.
This is really all karma. Like, yo, stop drinking. I'm like, I got it, Jay. I'm good, Jay. Like, that's pretty much how I feel with Danny.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, you about to be lit again.
Yeah.
And if you ain't fucking with this podcast, then you're just a bitch ass trick.
Lit.
Welcome back to another episode of Save It for the Pod, episode number 132. Welcome to 2024. Got AJ in the building, Phil in the building,
Kobe in the building.
Kobe in the building, then
Happy
your boy
New
Zach.
Year's, niggas.
Yes, Happy New Year. But I mean, I'm a big Curb Your Enthusiasm fan, and Larry David said you only get 3 days before you stop saying Happy New Year, and today is the 4th, so we have reached the deadline. But
No, because you
Yeah.
get 3 times.
Three.
until you
What is
see
three? What's that mean? What's 3 times?
this nigga just
Like,
punched it out.
I have to, if it goes past 3 days, I gotta have 3 chances to see you to wish you Happy New
Okay.
Year's.
Got you.
Okay.
Because if I didn't see you, and it's my first
What
time
if you don't
seeing
see someone
this
till
year-
March?
Hey, it's the first time I've seen you all year. Happy New Year, by the way. Like, how's your year been going?
Facts. But we didn't record last week, so I mean, this is the first time we're recording. But yes, hopefully y'all are having a great year so far in 2024. It's been a lot of crazy shit, but I don't want to get to random topics just yet. But how y'all boys been since the last time I seen y'all?
I've been good. Been pretty good.
Wait, what was the question? Totally missed it.
How y'all been since the last time I seen y'all?
When's the last time you seen me?
We
Me and
recorded
Phil.
before
Me and
Christmas.
Phil went to go see Dave Chappelle.
How was that?
It was lit.
It was hilarious. Miami.
I didn't go with him, but we were there on the same day.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't sit next to each other?
No,
we
no.
bought our
Okay.
tickets separately.
Yeah, he
Gotcha.
was. He
I was on
went
a
with
date.
Danny, and I went I bought my ticket the same day.
Okay.
But it was, bro. Dave Chappelle's the GOAT, but Miami crowds suck.
Why is that?
No, I don't know. That one sucked.
That one sucked. But like, I think for this go around, because I had because Blue Marcus, he went to it, and I think he was at the show where somebody was trying to record mid show, and Dave Chappelle just walked out in the middle of the show because you can't record.
Yeah.
And so then in our show, we had a heckler that kind of
few.
threw his stand up off like a couple, and he was just like, "Oh, it's weird energy in here," but
Yeah.
he was able to bounce back. So it's just like I never understand why people, and they were on floor seats, so why do you pay that much to get kicked out and heckle? Like,
So
don't
I
waste your
think
money.
hecklers have definitely obviously always been a thing. But now that you have, and Dave Chappelle, he's not, I wouldn't call him like an Instagram or social media comedian. Obviously, he's a legend in the game. But you have so many people, comedians that are on social media, Instagram, TikTok specifically, who are blowing up because of crowd work clips.
Mm-hmm.
And I've noticed in the comedians that I like that when they do have shows that you have a lot more people, not so much trying to heckle, but they're trying to like yell shit out so that they can be a part of that moment. And I think that's kind of playing into a lot of people trying to.
Well, he wasn't asking, like, those comedians will be asking, like, they'll ask people questions.
But even before,
they'll ask questions, but
even
he wasn't doing that, yeah.
outside of people asking questions, I just see if I'm watching like not maybe a special, but like a show, but it's at like an improv or something like that.
It's a small
yeah,
venue.
it's not the Hard
Doing
Rock.
it at a large
Yeah.
venue makes no sense.
Yeah, it's just people yelling shit out instead of like the comedian maybe asking questions. So I think people are trying to be a part of a moment now. But
No, they were
what
for
was
sure trying to like get his attention. That's
what was
it
he? What was the heckler saying?
I mean, there's a few people. I wouldn't say there's one heckler. There's just one person that got kicked out.
Yeah.
And he was like, I wouldn't even call him a heckler. He was just saying like, he was like, they're kicking me out, Dave, but I love you, and whatever. And then other people were just, like you said, trying to be part of the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't make sense, especially at his shows, because you can't even record.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get fucking
Mm-hmm.
no accolades for that.
Accolades. But if you get someone to talk, like if you get Dave Chappelle to talk to you, you know, like that's like what, it's not even about being on record or something or whatever. And sometimes they do, like a lot of those shows will be, even like at not the improv, not at the Improv, but at other places, they'll still lock up your phones. Like every time I've been to the Comedy Cellar, it's just like a plastic bag, but they put your phones away.
I think it also depends on who the comedian is.
Yeah. No, well, at the Comedy Cellar, it's every single time.
Oh, okay.
In most comedy clubs, it's like that, unless it's not that big of a comedy club. But the other thing is that even if people are recording, there's usually someone recording because people want to watch film and tape kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then also make clips and stuff from it, especially if they're gonna like use it for promotion and stuff, or just go to their social.
Yeah, it just baffles me because as a person that enjoys like live entertainment, whether it's comedy, music, or anything, I really just like to watch artists work in their space.
Yeah.
So it gets annoying when you have like people yelling shit randomly, or fucking had a dude, a couple sitting behind Danny doing like a dissertation. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, what do you think he meant with that joke? Where is this gonna go? Like, bro, save the commentary. Just wait till you get there.
Shut up and listen.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ. So yeah, I guess I could have saved that for like get it off my chest, but fuck it. But the show was amazing. We also saw Ari Spears and another guy that went before him. They were both hilarious.
Oh, they opened Ari Spears?
No, Donnell Rollins.
Donnell Rollins.
I was going to say.
Ashley Larry.
I mean, Donnell Rollins is still a
he was very lit.
big
He was
name. Yeah.
lit. He was hilarious.
Yes, he killed it. Even the guy before him, I wish I knew his name, but
Marshall.
Marshall something. He was funny too. So we just enjoyed the night, bro, and I kind of like that. I like the aspects of taking phones because you really just focus and live in the moment. And at some point I was like, oh, I wish I would have gotten like some clips just so I could always go back to it. But in my mind, I know I went. So it was cool. I really enjoyed it.
Going back to Marcus real quick, when did Chappelle leave this? Was it like early in the show?
5-day tour.
But I'm
So
saying when
Wednesday,
did Chappelle get off stage?
What do you mean? Like he's the last person? So
No, didn't you say that Chappelle left the stage because someone was?
yeah.
So when did he get off? Was it
Wait,
early
so
in the
you
show?
knew that when I texted you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In like the middle of his set.
Okay. All right, I wasn't sure if it was like 5 minutes in
Because he
or
did
something.
Wednesday,
He did 4 days, yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I thought it was 5. I thought it was a 5-day. Maybe he came.
You went on the 30th.
We went.
We went on the
Friday
29th.
night. Yeah.
Saturday was the last day. He did 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was good, bro. Was able to knock another bucket list item off my bucket list, or another item off my bucket list. So, couple more left.
Wait, what else?
Skydiving, if we could ever reschedule it to a day of good weather.
Yeah.
Africa, West Africa. I would like to go to the port where the slaves came to the Americas.
Yeah.
Valley of Kings, Egypt. It's out of the country stuff, but like local stuff.
I'm about to knock one off.
Still want to go to a Currency concert because I've never been to a Currency concert yet.
That's the one that drops all the albums, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
I
his
think
set
that's
list
about
would
it.
be ridiculous.
If he'll be there for 8 hours.
For real, bro.
If he does everything.
That's just a few things. Yeah.
What else? Oh, so another thing. So back to the comedy thing. I'm gonna see. I bought those tickets for Donnell Rawlings already. That's his name, right? What's his last name?
Rollins, yeah. Ashley Larry, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I keep. Whatever. So I got the tickets for when he's here at the Improv, and I'm like, damn, I kind of wish I would have got someone else now, because now I've seen him. Hopefully he does. He probably will do different things, and it should be different because it's a smaller venue, and he's a headliner. But we'll see. And then I also got tickets to see Jeff Curry also.
I don't think
He's
I know
been
who
pretty-
that
I'll
is.
show you him too.
Okay.
He's pretty funny.
Got you.
That reminds me of the time I went to improv with Luke's parents.
Who'd you see?
Oh, yeah, that's right. You did do that.
We saw.
Russell Peters.
He was a black comedian.
Why was that funny?
Because of all the comedians you could have said.
He's a black
said
comedian, and
the
he's
one
pretty
Indian
popular.
guy.
And
Yeah.
I forgot.
I said well, I'm pretty sure Luke told me that they liked him. That's why I said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was a hilarious show though.
Okay.
Went on a double date with the parents.
Yeah. But outside of that, Christmas was good for y'all?
Christmas is good.
Christmas was great, bro. Spent half of it with the Graves.
You make your famous coquito or have some coquito?
I did make coquito, but I kind of fucked it up.
Did you?
I'm a little aggressive at times, and I was a little aggressive with the blender, and I frothed that bitch.
Oh, you
too
whipped
much.
it up. That's what you said.
It was so frothy that it kind of took the texture out, which kind of made it weird.
Got you.
It's cream keto.
Yeah, it's not, bro. It was just like, it was so frothy that it, like, the liquor and the coquito kind of separated, and then it was good once you got under the froth. But it's hard to, like, I would have to scoop it out. It was so much work.
Got you.
So lesson learned, but I made the vegan mac and cheese, and it was the creamiest mac and cheese I've ever made.
Really?
So Danny made some mac and cheese, made my jackfruit roast. So it was good. We celebrated at the house, and then, like I said, we spent the rest of the day with AJ's family, which is nice.
Speaking of mac
You
and
watched
cheese,
the Eagles game too? Wait, did they win or lose that game?
Yeah, they've been on a little skid, an actual
skidding.
skid. But speaking of mac and cheese,
Actually, no, I lied.
bro,
They won that game.
That's what I thought.
Did they?
Yeah, they beat the Giants and then lost to the goddamn Cardinals.
With mac and cheese, bro, I know they say that a lot of black men lactose intolerant, but I really think as I get older, bro, my stomach bro, twice within the past month, I've just been like literally pissing out my asshole. And the first time I didn't know what it was.
Little pissy booty.
But the second time, I'm like, oh, it's definitely the mac and cheese, because my dad has made the same mac and cheese for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and it's delicious.
The TikTok recipe, right?
Yeah.
Danny made it and ate a whole pan.
Really?
Yes.
Bro, I would.
Danny made it.
if I ate a whole pan, I would be dead. Like, bro, my stomach absolutely cannot handle it, and it sucks. Like, luckily, I could still enjoy cheesecake, ice cream here and there, but I feel like as I get older, it's probably going to get worse. But yeah, mac and cheese might be a wrap for me.
Think about it, it's a lot of fucking days.
It is. But the thing is, Thanksgiving, I had a lot. I did eat a lot, I'll admit that. But for Christmas, I only had like a little sliver. I tried not to overdo it on Christmas, but next day, like I said, because Thanksgiving, it was a whole week of me just pissing out my asshole.
That's tough.
But Christmas, luckily, it was just one day, and then I was back to normal.
This was like the first year I didn't finish all of my food.
Really?
Because I was like, I'm already overweight. So I was like, fuck, I can't keep overeating because we got to take those pictures for the wedding. I'm like, fuck. So
Wait, when are you taking the pictures?
Next week for wedding photos. So
in Chicago?
Invites, yeah.
Got you.
Dang, so everyone's going to expect to see Chunky Phil, but by the time the wedding has, they're like, damn, this is Slim Phil.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, I'll suck it in.
Pause.
Whoa!
Pause.
Sorry, people, I think I yelled in your ears.
Squeeze the midsection real tight.
Yep. Next.
Y'all got the gifts that you wanted? Y'all get anything lit?
I did. I got an Apple Watch.
Hey.
Oh, wow, look at it.
Wait, which Apple Watch did you get?
The SE.
Okay. Because I don't know if you saw, I wanted to get a new Apple Watch, but the 9 and I think the Ultra, you can't get them anywhere because Apple's like going through a lawsuit or whatever that they stole somebody else's patent about like detecting blood oxygen levels or some shit like that. So right now it's completely off the shelves, and I planned on getting a new Apple Watch, and now I can't even do that. So I might have to get the SE.
And then I got Peloton shoes because
Hey.
she was telling me I'm fat. So I mean, it was cool. I wasn't expecting to get much, honestly. So once I saw the box, I was like, Danny got me an Apple Watch. And yeah, and Danny spent a lot of money on me this year, so I didn't really want to. I didn't ask for much.
Got you.
But she liked her gifts.
That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, y'all want to get right into the topic? Or New Year's? We didn't talk about New Year's. Anything special happened on New Year's?
Me hung out with AJ.
Yeah.
I got drunk. Danny got drunk too.
I feel like y'all never both really get. Well, I guess the wedding they both got drunk, but usually I feel like it's one of y'all getting drunk.
No,
not both
we
of
get
y'all.
tipped. We won't get like drunk. Well, now we do. I feel like now we do. I feel like now we just be like.
Y'all been
fuck it,
having
it's
some
just-
fun.
Yeah, we've been having like this year, especially like the last half of the year with Lana's wedding.
Yeah, you're funny though. Go ahead, my bad. Continue.
I know. I remember when we was talking about. We was talking about a bunch of stuff.
Oh yeah. So I don't even remember what you're talking about right now, but I do remember us talking about a lot of stuff. It was funny. But the thing I'm talking about is or just you in general when you guys are out. If people try to like either give Danny too much to drink or like throw something off. Bill's
Yeah.
like, no. He's like, I'm trying to get cheeks tonight.
He's
We're
had
not
way
doing
too
this."
much PTSD, bro.
It's so funny. It
Bro.
gets triggered like that. He's like, no, she's not doing it.
The amount of times Phil's gotten denied cheeks because Danny's been drunk.
Didn't
Or
get
just
cheeks
like,
that
or
night
just-
either.
oh,
Really?
No.
No. But it's not even it's not even also just the cheek aspect because we don't have drunken sex, but it's more so
Like him, like
I know her tipping point. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like she'll be drinking, be like, "Can I have another drink?" And I'm like, "No, I don't think he should get another drink." And then she'll be like, "I think I can handle another drink." I'm like, "All right." It's about to be bad. And then they're like, "Let me give Danny another drink." And I'm like, "No." All right, make it really light.
Yeah.
So, yeah, bro. And then she woke up the next morning. She's like, "Oh, it's just that last drink. I shouldn't have had the last drink." And I'm like, "I tried to tell you every single time. I tried to tell you not to."
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like girlfriends or significant others don't want to listen to
Oh, not at all.
their significant others, and especially when it comes to stuff like that, their significant other is usually right. And they're like, "Oh, you should
I will
listen."
say though,
But they'll listen to anybody else.
Usually it's me trying to get Tati to, because Tati's pretty good at like stopping
Oh, really?
herself.
Yeah.
But usually it's me like, I take one more. She's like, no, I don't want any more. And I'm trying to get her turned. But the next day, no matter what, she's always hungover.
Zach.
Nah, I'm like, listen, like you on a good level. Like, let's
Yeah.
keep it this way. We can ride this shit out to the
Yeah.
to the sunset.
Yeah.
Go
Any
home
person
and have
I've
a great
been with,
time.
even friends, I know what their limits are, and like if they don't listen, I'm like, all right.
You know what's funny? This
And
is
they're
the
like, "Yeah,
karma.
we should listen to you."
Yeah.
It's karma.
This is the karma from y'all dealing with me.
Probably.
This is really all karma of, like, yo, stop
100%,
drinking.
bro.
I'm like, I got it, Jay. I'm good, Jay. Like that's pretty much how I feel with Danny.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, you about to be lit again.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the topics because we got a lot to talk about.
do we?
A lot's
I have something
happened. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I don't want to silence you, bro.
You trying to take the mic away from me?
Were
bro?
you silenced or silent?
Probably both.
Bars.
Another bucket list thing. Yesterday I just booked going to China.
Hey, that's
Oh, that's
lit.
fire.
Yeah, Great Wall of China and Chinese New Year.
Nice, bro. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You going by yourself?
Gabe's going.
Oh,
Me and
okay.
Gabe right now. Nick might slide, but
Got you.
Gabe was trying to knock it off his bucket list. We're planning to do a lot of not a lot, but like 2 major bucket list things this year. This was one of them, and we had been talking about it for a while, but he needed he's trying to like this year not spend money before he gets it because like he works freelance, so
Yeah.
he waits on people's checks to come in. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So he didn't want to buy it and then be out or whatever. So the check hit and then he bought it. I bought it, but we've been like talking about it for like a month. I just didn't know what was gonna happen because they kept delaying
Yeah.
his check and we didn't know if the price was gonna go like through the roof or whatever. But
Chinese New Year, March.
no, it's in February, early
Ah.
February. So I'll be gone February 6th through the 11th.
That's gonna be fire.
Yeah, the Great Wall of China and this year is the year of the dragon too.
That's
So
the
you
I was
really-
gonna say because we got it at my gym is Chinese.
Yeah.
John's Chinese, and we doing like they just now like who wants to do the dragons, and it's also the year of the dragons.
Yeah.
I
I'm
didn't
already
even
jealous.
know. Like, I'm not trying to be funny or racist or anything, but I didn't even know like they were able to travel again because I thought they were still being strict about COVID. Because Nick Liu, the referee that's in our association,
Yeah.
obviously he's Chinese, and his parents are in China. I know he hasn't seen them in mad long because
Oh, really?
COVID restrictions still.
Maybe them niggas can't travel.
Wait,
but
maybe I
not
should
American.
check it out. Maybe I should check.
Maybe it's just his parents being overly safe.
Yeah.
I also just said this nigga's full name, so I should probably bleep that out.
Wait, China's still not on like the be careful travel list.
That's what I'm saying. I thought that's what it was, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'll figure it out.
But all right.
I might not come back.
You've been to Japan though too, right?
I haven't, no.
Okay, well, I mean, Gabe has, so he'll be able to see the difference in China and Japan.
Yeah.
Because Justin's been to both, and he's told me about both.
Yeah, Jeff's been a bunch, so I'm gonna tap in with him.
Yeah.
He played over there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the topics. So, with it being New Year, I don't know if y'all saw that there were twin babies born, but they have 2 completely different birth years, which I'm sure has happened before. One was born in 2023, one was born in 2024.
Lit.
Yeah, that is actually very fire. And you know the older one definitely going to be shitting on the younger one like, you're younger than me. But something that I actually never thought about that I saw someone respond to the post is the parent, they can't report both kids on the taxes, bro. because one's born in the correct year and one's not. They're born in 2 different years, so they can't claim them both on the taxes. They could only claim them.
But yeah, not
They can
not
claim
in
one
this
for
tax
23.
year.
Yeah.
But they can only.
But
they
still,
can
like,
claim-
it's
that's
yeah,
so
I guess.
funny. That's
A
hilarious.
claim a dependent, but I don't even know if that would like. It's only 2 days old. Even if it was in the beginning of December.
Yeah.
It wouldn't mean much, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But nah, that's super lit. So shout out to those twins and any other twins that have been born in 2 different years. That's super fire.
Yeah. So they're twins, but they have different birthdays. That's kind of lit.
Exactly. But I'm sure the parents just going to celebrate it on one day.
Well, they might not. You know.
That's true. Y'all know who Gypsy Rose is?
Mm-mm.
No, sounds like an OnlyFans model.
She cute.
Nah. no. Hold on. Let
Damn,
me
she's
reset
not
the
cute.
camera real quick.
Gypsy Rose. Hello, Gypsy.
So I feel like during COVID, her story kind of blew up because she had a series about her story on Hulu. It was called The Act. And so Gypsy Rose, she just recently got released from jail. But the reason she was in jail is growing up, her mother, which Tatiana just explained to me, her mother had like some kind of disease. I forget what it's called. But the disease is like essentially that the mother like always wanted to take care of the daughter. So what she was doing is the daughter was fine, healthy human being, but she kept feeding her drugs and like was telling people that she had cancer. And because the drugs she was feeding her, like she was becoming sick.
Yeah.
But she had nothing wrong with her at all.
Right.
And so like she was wheelchair bound. Like she was bald at one point in time. And eventually Gypsy Rose got a boyfriend. Long story short, they plotted to kill the mother. They did kill the mother. And so Gypsy did like 10 years behind bars. I think the boyfriend at the time did life. But she just got out and the mother's dead. And shout out Gypsy Rose. So Gypsy Rose is free. She's a free woman.
Yeah.
I'm sure you, well, at least Phil, because I know you on Twitter a little bit more. You might have seen her come across the timeline, but
I have not.
yeah, she has a lot of supporters. She also currently has a new boyfriend, and I saw like Complex
Dang.
had posted it because the boyfriend is a little chubby. He kind of looks like Peter Griffin, and people have kind of been shitting on how the boyfriend looks, but
What?
she claims the D is fire, and he keeps her happy every single night. But
Wait, what?
y'all need to watch The Act though. It was actually pretty entertaining
Yeah.
and pretty wild. But could you imagine if your parents just like, oh, I want to baby Phil my whole life, and was just feeding Phil drugs so he was wheelchair bound? Would you kill your parent?
I don't know if I would kill them.
When did this happen?
I mean, over 10
how
years
old
ago.
was she?
I mean, I think
Was
she
she
might
an
be
adult, like out of her care already?
when she killed the mother.
Yeah.
No, she was still in like
She was still, like,
wheelchair bound.
Okay.
Mother was still trying to baby her, this and that.
Yeah.
I haven't watched because I watched the show in like 2019, 2020.
Yeah.
So I forget how they killed the mother, but yeah, the mother was still feeding her drugs. And like Gypsy, obviously growing up, thought that she was sick. And I forgot how she found out that, oh no, I'm not actually sick, this and that. And that's when they decided to kill the mom. But it's wild. And to be honest, if my parents were doing the same thing, I might have to off them. But luckily they're not. So yeah, but that's
not a parent. That's like
they're lying to you.
Not
And
only lying to
they're
you, just like
ruining your life.
Yeah, making you cripple. Like
That's fair.
So I don't know. But like I said, shout out Gypsy Rose. She's a free woman. So next topic. Y'all were talking about comedy earlier.
what's up?
We got to talk about Katt Williams.
Okay.
Oh, he killed it. I watched the.
You
watched the
watched
whole
it? You
thing?
would thank you.
I haven't seen the whole.
I
I
was-
didn't see it.
Because I saw it premiering on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then I just rewinded from the start and just listened to it while I was at work.
Yeah.
And I couldn't, bro. It was so good. I'm also a Katt Williams fan.
Yes.
Same.
But bro, the amount of things and people that caught strays from Katt.
Yeah.
Let's see. So Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey, Michael Blackson.
It's not that they caught strays; those are intentional shots.
Oh, well, okay, but
Yeah.
the people he shot at and the people that caught strays. What else and who else? Who else did he shoot
We
at?
talked about Steve Harvey. He talked about Ricky Smiley.
Yes, Ricky Smiley.
Kevin Hart. He pretty much talked about Kevin Hart. Ludacris.
Bro,
Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, Jonathan Majors.
Yeah. Now Ludacris probably got a stray.
Yeah, Luda
Jonathan
definitely got
Majors. Faison Love.
Bro, there's
Gary Owens. Michael Blackson.
Did he shoot at Gary? I
No,
thought
he didn't
was,
really shoot
yeah,
him. He just say that he
Yeah.
pretty much didn't sell a soul.
yeah,
Diddy.
yes, bro.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, Shannon.
He's like, I'm saying that because I have the proof. Like, what?
Like Diddy be wanting to party. Like
Shannon,
you gotta tell him no.
Shannon definitely was visibly uncomfortable through a lot of the interview.
Yeah, he was like, okay, all right.
But this definitely gonna do numbers for. Well, obviously
had
this interview.
500,000
Yeah, this interview specifically
in
did
4
numbers. But there's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna want to be on the show moving forward.
Yeah.
That's either.
But the thing is, all those comics been on there.
Yeah,
Like Steve Harvey sat with Shay. Ricky Smiley had already been on there. A bunch of the comics he mentioned, Michael Blackson was already on Club Shay Shay. There was a bunch of them. So he was saying like he went on there to respond to all of them
Yeah.
from their like previous interviews and appearances on Club Shay Shay or whatever.
yeah. But I do feel like a lot. It was enjoyable, but I feel like a lot of what Katt was saying, there was a lot of cap to it. He
think
wasn't. So? Yeah, I don't think a lot of those stories didn't sound. The whole him saying, bro, he read 3,000 books
That's
every
excessive,
year
yeah.
between him being 8 and 12 years old. I'm like, all right, my nigga. Like, and then there were just a couple of times where I don't remember now exactly what it was, but there were a couple of times where he contradicted himself. Where I'm like, all right, was this really the truth?
He's also a comedian too, so he's like,
Can you guess how many views in one day?
I mean, I'm sure it's like 2 million or something like
What
that.
about you? Just take a wild gander.
Yeah.
1.5 million.
9.6
Mil?
in one day.
God
Damn.
damn.
And the interview is 2 hours and 46 minutes.
Jesus.
9.6.
That's
bro.
why. Hey, so Shannon, I mean,
He broke the internet.
yeah, Shannon gonna be the voice of the culture for
But
2024.
see, I hold Katt in that Dave Chappelle space where like I think a lot of that shit's true. Now, like, do they embellish on some shit? Possibly.
Yeah,
I
sell
feel
to a
like
joke,
his
yeah.
embellishment was through the roof, though.
Yeah, but like 3,000 books, yeah, but on the strength of like stealing jokes and niggas not being funny and him writing and creating and doing all that stuff. Oh, I would
Yeah.
side with Katt
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, him saying that Kevin Hart's a plan, I don't think he was a plan. I mean, yeah, might be some validity to what he was saying, but
He put on a dress.
he did. But I don't know. Like, a lot of black people feel like they trying to hold us back by putting us in dresses, but I don't think that's the case. But what were your major takeaways from the interview, Phil? I know you watched it, AJ. You didn't watch it. You seen clips though.
Yeah, I think clips.
I just like Katt, bro. I just thought he said his truth. Called niggas out on being stealing jokes. I think what he's like, a lot of the stuff I tend to agree with. And then people are posting receipts of Cedric the Entertainer stealing jokes.
Bro, the
I think Steve Harvey
Bominicious joke.
Yeah.
I'm so sad that was a stolen joke.
Even
bro.
the spaceship joke. Bro.
Yeah.
I love the spaceship joke
Yeah.
on.
That one, I can see how, like, I believe it could have been stolen, but at the same time, like, it's a general enough of a joke to where I do feel like it could have just been coincidence.
Nah, because the mannerisms and all the like.
Okay.
And it's somebody had like commented, you made it a hot line, I made it a hot song like the Jay-Z's. So it's like he delivered it better. Delivered it better than Mike's original, than Katt's original joke.
Yeah.
So stuff like that I agree with. I just like when people like that just talk bad against Hollywood and like the shit that goes on in Hollywood. I tend to believe them.
Yeah.
Because they always try to paint those people out to be crazy.
Yeah.
And he doesn't seem like he's crazy.
Katt?
No, he doesn't seem like he's crazy. Just like I never thought Dave Chappelle was crazy. Everybody thought Dave Chappelle was crazy and on drugs.
Yeah.
I mean, the way he speaks, he seems to be all there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't.
I mean,
and he's independent.
Yeah,
So
I
he
do
has
think
bread.
the nigga's definitely done some hard drugs. He was
Sure, I
trying
don't think
to.
he's been an addict though.
He was trying to deny that throughout the entire interview. I'm like, all right, my nigga, you definitely been on some hard drugs, but no, he's definitely an educated dude, self-educated. It seems like, but the interview overall, bro, it was extremely entertaining.
It's a good interview.
There was something I was just gonna bring up and now I forgot what it was. But
when did it drop? Today?
Yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yesterday. Yeah, bro. It was all over Twitter. That was all the talk of the town on Twitter.
9.6 in a day, bro.
Yeah.
That's probably the #1 video on YouTube right now.
Oh,
Think about
100%.
it.
100%.
An interview, like a podcast, got 9.1.
Oh, he talked about Kanye as well.
Which and he made a good
Yeah,
point.
he did. He did.
Kim, he's like, yo, this nigga married a whore.
Him calling her a whore was a little extreme.
But it's the truth. We've discussed that. It's the truth.
I mean, she's not a whore.
She's a whore, and it's okay.
She had
to be
sex
a whore.
on camera, but I'm not gonna call her a
Yeah,
whore.
wait. How does that make her a whore? I don't like. I didn't watch, so I don't have the full context. But what is he?
No, he was just saying how like he's like, oh, people. They're like, oh, like Shannon was like, well, how do you feel about Kanye? He was like, I don't feel any way about him. He's pretty much saying like, this guy has told he's told you he feels like Jesus, and we give him a platform, and then.
But he was also saying like he's clearly mentally unstable.
Yeah, but he also saying we know he's mentally unstable, and we hold on to everything that he do. So when he goes off the rail, we hold that against him, and he's pretty much saying like, we gave a mentally unstable person this platform, and expect him to be
And
not
then
act out.
he said him marrying a whore is like another sign of him being mentally unstable. And Shannon was like, whoa.
He was like, you married her because she's a whore.
Yeah.
And then it's like, so that was hilarious. And he was like, yo, if Pete Davidson left her,
Oh, yeah.
Davidson, what'd you like? It can't be that good.
Yeah.
So,
But
that was hilarious.
I already saw that Ricky Smiley responded on his
Say
radio.
responded.
Also, he has, Katt interview aside, he has never been funny to me ever. Granted, I've never seen any of his stand-ups,
Who?
but his radio show has always been
Oh, you're
terrible
talking
to
about
me.
Ricky?
Yeah, Ricky Smiley.
When he does the prank calls, that used to be hilarious. And then when he did
Bro, his radio show was the worst thing I've ever heard. Like, anytime it would come on.
So
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense for you, but I never found him entertaining.
Smiley's had a radio on lock because he would do the prank calls.
He was pretty funny.
That shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
And then he did, my name Lil Daryl. Bro, that Lil Daryl, when Lil Daryl came out, bro, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah. And then also Cedric the Entertainer, I saw responded. He said he's been doing the joke, that spaceship joke, for years and prior to maybe Katt even doing comedy. So, but yeah, I didn't realize that Friday After Next, which is your favorite Christmas movie, right?
It is. It's one of them.
Was essentially what put Katt on and like what blew him up. Like,
You didn't know that?
I mean, I've never thought about it. Essentially,
It
like
was
it's
that
yeah,
and the Pimp Chronicles is like, that was like back to back.
yeah,
It was like, I'm not sure which one came first, but he did that and then it came after.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say the stand up dropped first before the movie,
yeah.
but I could be wrong. But either or, like he stole the show on Friday After Next. Because remember, Friday After Next was coming off of it was just Cube, Day Day, and they didn't have like
Chris Tucker got
Yeah.
straight too.
Nah,
maybe?
Chris Tucker was in Friday. Chris Tucker. never-
No, I'm saying, what did he say about Chris Tucker? He did mention Chris Tucker.
He was saying Chris Tucker. They asked Chris Tucker to come back for Friday After Next, and he didn't want to be a stoner. And he's like, he didn't want his part to be known as like a stoner. He was like, nigga, like Snoop is there.
Yeah.
It's like, pretty much he said no to next Friday.
Yeah.
And that's what Katt was explaining. He was saying no to next Friday because he didn't want his image to be a piehead. And Katt was just like, "You're not even the most popular piehead. Like, nigga Snoop and Cheech and Chong and all these other niggas that smoke weed."
I think he said Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson, yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't like that he was essentially making it sound like everyone that didn't get invited to the next movies was because they weren't funny or because they were bad actors. I mean, it could have just been they had other shit going on. I mean, like Chris Tucker, that's a prime example. Like, obviously, he could have been invited back, but he chose not to. Like, we don't know who decided not to come back on their own and who wasn't invited back.
Yeah.
Because I thought Faison Love, like, yeah, he had a short role in Friday, but I thought it was a pretty good role for what it was. Like,
Yeah, big murder.
yeah, I don't think he wasn't invited back because he wasn't a good actor or anything like that. So, I don't know. There were parts that I enjoyed. There were parts that I'm like, all right, Katt doing a little too much. But overall, great interview and way to kick off 2024.
Hey, when niggas say they truth, I'm here for it because every truth look different. So I just want to hear everybody's side of their truth and then decipher what I believe and what I don't, you know?
And what I didn't like, the main thing I didn't like about the interview is there were parts where, like, because Katt came on there on 10 right away. Like, he was saying what he felt was true. He needed to get shit off his chest. But then there was times where Shannon was asking questions and he was either giving, like, I don't want to say PC answers, but I guess kind of PC in a way. Like, he was just saying, like, how do I explain it?
Like when the questions were directed at him,
Yeah,
he was kind of like beating around the bush a little bit.
Yeah, that's a better way to put it. Kind of beating around the bush or not really giving a straight answer.
Concrete answer.
Yeah. And I'm like, Katt, just give a
You've been
real
doing
answer.
it the whole episode.
Yeah.
Why not do it when it's about you?
Yeah, exactly. But all in all, I loved it, and I'm happy
People
for
loved
Shannon.
it. That
Yeah,
shit doing numbers.
yeah, for sure. The meme. I mean, it really hasn't been like memes, just more so
Just
clips.
Yeah, it's
But-
more so receipts.
Yeah,
A lot of
exactly.
people just been posting receipts, and it's like, oh, maybe he had a point.
Yeah, and people on Twitter been annoying because they like, oh, how'd you not know Steve Harvey's hair wasn't real? Him calling it a man piece was fucking hilarious. A man piece, that's funny. But people saying like, oh, how'd you not know his hair was real, bro? We were fucking kids. Like I didn't.
I thought that shit was real.
Yeah, I thought that shit was real as well.
Niggas just wasn't wearing weave. I didn't know niggas was wearing weave back then.
Yeah, facts. But anything else y'all got about the interview?
I'm definitely gonna watch it now.
Yeah,
Just
you
like
watch
need
it
to,
on the way
bro.
home.
It's
I mean,
really
Katt's
good.
always been like he's a captivating speaker. It's like he's like one of the people where you talk and you just want to listen to him.
Mhm.
Even he could be bullshitting for 3 hours and you'll be tapped in
Yeah,
because he can
100%.
hold a conversation and keep your attention. And I do think he's a great actor. Like he's killed. I don't know how many memes I see of him and be like, that whose white baby is that?
Yeah, and I never
Him
knew
and
what
Norbit was lit too.
Oh, was he in Norbit?
Yeah.
Like he's a really good
Yeah.
actor. Like he has range.
Yeah, that who's
Well, I
white
mean,
baby?
He's been being the pimp though. I don't know if I would say he has range, because he's just like the pimp in every single movie.
Yeah,
He wasn't. Well, I mean, he wasn't a pimp in ATL, and he wasn't a pimp in that movie either.
but in a lot of
yeah, I
movies,
think he started
And
out like
Norbit, I'm pretty
yeah.
sure he was a
his
pimp. in Norbit.
typecast was a pimp at first
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Even on Boondocks, like he for sure got typecasted.
Pimp named Slipback. Yeah,
Yeah,
but damn, there was another point I was gonna make before we got off.
but he has an Oscar too, which is wild.
Does he? From what?
ATL.
Really?
I think no, he has an Emmy.
Okay.
Is he the
Well, I
Oscar or Emmy
don't.
for
I don't
ATL?
remember him in ATL at all. What do you do in ATL?
That's the one with Donald Glover, right?
The
Oh.
show ATL.
I'm thinking of the movie.
Yeah, the show ATL.
That's Atlanta.
I mean, Atlanta. Sorry.
Yeah. But all right, moving on. Go watch that interview if you haven't already. But speaking of Snoop, y'all saw that NBC plans on having Snoop as an announcer for the Summer Olympics. That's gonna
Oh,
be
that's cool.
lit.
He did.
Maybe that's why he had to give up smoking.
That was a marketing.
Yeah, that wasn't real. That nigga didn't give up smoking.
I think it's dope because didn't he do what was he?
It was a fight,
the-
and that was extremely entertaining. But
Exactly.
I think that might have been on like Triller or some
Yeah.
shit like that. So
Like a
obviously,
Jake Paul fight.
yeah, obviously on Triller he has a lot more.
He did NBC with Kevin Hart though. I'm pretty sure. Like
Oh,
it was
did they?
for Summer Olympics, and it was it wasn't directly with the Olympics. It was like a sideshow. Not
Oh,
sideshow,
really?
but like yeah.
Well, either way, I'm excited to see Uncle Snoop. Y'all think he slips up at all and says something inappropriate, or he's gonna be 100% professional?
He'll be smooth. He's Martha Stewarted, but he'll. I don't know if he'll say anything inappropriate, but he'll probably toe the line.
Yeah,
He'll make it funny for sure.
bro. I didn't even know the Olympics were coming up this summer, and I also didn't know that Paris, France, was
That's
the
where it's
host.
at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. I just be falling asleep when it comes to the Olympics.
Yeah, I didn't know.
But this year we should have some entertaining sports. I think. Don't we have flag football this year in the Olympics? I think we do.
Probably won't watch that.
Yeah, and I think 3v3 basketball too.
Yeah, 3v3 basketball. Yeah. So, are y'all big Olympic watchers or not?
I used to be. I feel like I don't hit the same as much anymore.
Really?
Sometimes depending on I'm usually track and field and depending on who's in gymnastics or swimming.
Yeah, there's
Like-
like some events you're like, all right, I'll watch that.
Got you.
If I know the athlete, I'll watch him. Like I'll watch I'll for sure track and field. Like I want to see what Sha'Carri does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll always watch USA basketball. Always watch USA soccer, men and women.
Yeah, Haley Van Leith just she threw the ball directly to the Missouri player,
Oh, did she?
and then she tried to take a charge, and it was clearly a blocking foul.
But yeah, it just depends on if I know the athlete or not.
Yeah.
Like we'll probably watch. Danny watched gymnastics, so I'm sure we'll be tapped in for Simone Biles.
Oh, because she used to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did she? I didn't know
Dang,
that.
do you think her husband's going to be there to support her? Or you gonna be like, I ain't going to watch her.
he definitely
I'm
gonna
the
be there
prime.
to
That
support.
nigga pulling up.
Of course he is, but I'm just saying. I feel
Yeah.
it's going to get brought up again during that time.
Also, I know it's not get it off your chest time yet, but Lindsay was frustrated. I know she was trying to be intentional about it too, but she was frustrating the hell out of me when we was discussing the whole Simone. If you don't follow, or if you're not in our Discord, please join if you want to discuss topics, add topics, or just have a good time. But yeah, Lindsay was definitely pissing me off in the Discord.
I didn't even read it. What was she talking
Bro,
about?
she was just saying how, I mean, her and Tatiana, not Tatiana Triplet, or Bemol,
Tippy Toe.
but yeah, Tippy Toe Tati. They were both on the women's side, like essentially what we were discussing with the
Yeah.
whole Simone
They
Biles
were
topic.
on the wrong women's side because
Yeah.
Simone Biles don't even agree with y'all.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I was getting frustrated all over again. And then when I told my wife Tatiana about how Lindsay was frustrating me, of course she took Lindsay and Tatiana's side. So guy
That's so funny.
frustrated.
Triply
all over.
frustrated.
Yup. Bro, I need to start being like a typical American person and just suing over dumb shit. Y'all saw that lady suing Hersheys because she bought, you know how Halloween they got the pumpkin Hershey candies, and her Hersheys didn't have or her Reese's didn't have the pumpkin face on it, and so she's suing Hersheys that it didn't look like what was on the wrapper. I don't know if she gonna win or
That
not.
shit's not gonna make it to court. That's gotta get dismissed.
I mean, I agree, but bro, people be suing over the dumbest shit. Like, if I have a minor inconvenience in life, I just chalk it up to the game. Like,
Right.
suing isn't my first thought. It's just, that's what it is. I'm about to sue Phil for showing up late to the pod, bro. This nigga told me 8 o'clock.
Listen, I was gonna be here at 8:00, and
then what
then I
happened?
left the gym,
And then what happened?
drove 10 minutes down the road, and realized I forgot my hoodie, and my hoodie was my change of clothes.
Save her for court, buddy.
So I had to go back.
Save
about
it for
to-
court.
you're
This
about
is,
to-
this is all admissible.
I was actually gonna get here exactly at 8:00, and I was like, "Fuck, man."
You were?
Yeah, I left practice at 7:15, like 7:20 actually. My trip over was like 30-40 minutes.
You act like Zach won't have an extra shirt.
I also left I wanted to get my hoodie too. I didn't want to leave my hoodie at the
Bro, I
gym.
got hoodies for day. Oh, it was at the gym.
It's my hoodie, yeah.
Got you.
You could have called someone and had them hold it.
True.
He didn't want to be on time, bro. This is a crazy excuse. You're getting sued.
Yeah. for
You're getting
real.
sued, buddy.
Sorry.
I wonder if I can Google what's the dumbest thing that
Dumbest thing
someone
someone's sued for?
won a court case over.
I mean, it's not dumb, but the most legendary one was the McDonald's spilling coffee
Oh,
on
yeah.
the chick. The hot coffee one. I wish that would have been me.
Yeah. for
Oh yeah,
real.
she
won
yeah,
a bag, didn't she?
She did, yeah.
She
Because
did.
she spilled coffee on herself. Like I didn't know it was hot. What?
And now they have to put caution hot.
Mhm.
Yo, that's so. Yo, that's crazy. That's a game changer, but that's crazy.
For real, bro.
It's like, you know what? I didn't think it was going to be that hot. I knew it was hot coffee, but I didn't know it was going to be that hot. Y'all should have warned me it was going to be that hot.
Top 5 most ridiculous lawsuits in America. Number 5, gas in a repossessed car. A Michigan woman was late on her payments in 2008. Pontiac G6. She had previously leased the company, Ally Financial. Hold on, let's see where it gets interesting.
He's a fast reader.
This is just giving me general headlines.
Well,
let's see. I don't know. We'll save that for another pod. Maybe it'll become a topic. Oh, look at the little Kim Mulkey lookalike. All right, moving on. Phil, you have a question of the week?
Yeah, my question of the week pretty much has to, it's a new year. Everybody has resolutions and goals and whatnot, but I tend to think of things a little bit differently. So, what did last year teach you? It could be about yourself. It could be about life. It could be about anything. Did you learn anything from last year coming into the new year?
I mean, the answer is yes. Obviously, you learn shit every day, but did I get any major teaching points about myself or just in general? On the spot, I don't know. I mean, I did read the question prior to, but I don't know if I have an answer. And I usually check off like big shit, whether it's goals, resolutions, whatever, each year. But when I sat back, once it turned 2024, I'm like, what did I do in 2023? I think it was just a year.
You got D1, bro.
I did. And I'm saying, like, I did check off shit. I did slightly level up, but it wasn't like it was just one of those years. Like, it was just kind of I guess I don't want to call it a coasting year, but it wasn't 2019 was probably one of my, like, better years ever. Like, it wasn't a 2019, like, I get engaged, I get my dream job, like, I start working college basketball, I get a dog, like, all this stuff. Like, 2023 was just meh. And that's not a bad thing, necessarily.
I learned a lot, too. But I should have read this question before I would have had a good answer. It was, I don't know, 2023 felt like 3 different years. Lots of ups and downs.
Yeah.
If the year ended a lot better, but for most of it, it was kind of trash.
I hear you, bro.
But what would I say I learned? You have something? Because I'll have a good answer in a second.
Yeah, I think last year taught me, and I kind of knew this, was that I kind of prioritized everybody over myself.
Yeah.
And in the past, I usually didn't mind. And so with this year, it's just like a lot of decisions I had to make. I had to really focus on myself or like decisions that would offend people, or I would do stuff that offended like people that were really close to me. So kind of taught me to like scale back on making people happy.
Mm-hmm.
So almost like be a little bit more selfish, not in like, just more like selfishness and more intentional about just making sure that I put myself first.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
And I'm definitely not trying to steal your answer, but I think I kind of did the same thing because I'm definitely a people pleaser and say yes to a lot of shit, whether I want to do it or not. And definitely in 2023, in the last several years, I've been saying no a little more. But I think in 2023, I did that a lot as well.
That was like one thing. So that
that's funny because that was kind of the theme of mine, but mine's a little different. But go finish because mine is a little bit different.
And then I learned that, and I think it got highlighted a lot towards the end of the year, is that I generally start fast and I always finish the year slow. So this year I I learned I need to just be more consistent,
Mm-hmm.
but also that I've been I've been leveling up every year, and I think this year was like the year where I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this. Did it for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna push myself here. Did it. So it was just like, all right, I could be doing more. Even though I already feel like I'm doing a lot, it's like I could do more.
Got you.
So
Yeah, it's kind of hard to finish the year fast though, because it's like there's more breaks. There's more like the end of the year is like,
or just even finishing
slowing down, really.
consistently.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like I usually start really hot, get good to the spring, summer. I ride that, and then it's just a big dip come fall, come September, October, dip.
Yeah.
Where it's like, all right, I want to stay at least consistent so I don't dip in anything. And that's like with work, with life, with working out. It's like I'm usually peaking in the middle of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to also try to peak towards the end of next year, like in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
Mine would be, I think, I would say maybe it's like a combo. Maybe like stay true to yourself, control what you can control, and what's meant for you will kind of be for you in a way.
Hey, that's my life motto.
You said that's your motto?
Yeah, I literally had this conversation with my mom, with Danny. I'm like, I don't stress about uncontrollables. I only focus on if I can control it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, like, my message to a lot of people, especially, like my mom and Danny, like, my mom gets really stressed out about stuff, and she cares.
Yeah, see, I'm living my life that way, too. I'm like, I don't really get stressed about much, or I don't let too much stress me, unless I can control it, yeah.
Yeah. So
Do y'all think that's a men versus women thing? I think we've discussed this before.
No. I don't know, because I've had that conversation with men, too. And I'm like, bro, why it's nothing you could do. Like, fuck you tripping
I
for?
feel like outside of Luke, and I wish Luke was here, but I really don't know that many men that like truly stress themselves out like that, where I feel like majority of women have like extreme anxiety and stress themselves out over the littlest things. And obviously I don't want to generalize men versus women, but
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, bro.
I would say I probably had that conversation more with my closest female friends. I feel like most of my men, like the conversations that I have with like the guys that's close to me, is not that they stress over the uncontrollables. It's they stress that most of their stresses come from like just they feel like they're not doing enough.
Mm-hmm.
So like the pressures of or the expectations.
Yeah.
Whereas my female friends is like they be caring about shit that makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
So
Got you.
for the most part.
Got you. All right. Anything else with that? Phil's question. Good question, bro.
No, man. If y'all in the Discord, drop these lessons because I would love to deep dive with y'all.
Yeah, drop yours because then I'll have a refined one too, and I'll answer.
Yeah, and I'm always just curious to see what everybody like, what the year looks like for people. You know.
Mm-hmm. All right, get off your chest. I already discussed mine with being lactose, but AJ, did you put flight prices?
That was me.
Oh, Phil.
Bro, these flight prices are insane, and I never understand why it costs so much to travel within America.
Yeah. Is this to Chicago specifically?
Yeah, well, my auntie died, bro. The flight back to the crib was $600. I'm going home and I'm going home
In like
for
a week
Justin's wedding.
or so?
Well, we got those tickets. Those tickets was like $3 something too, but I'm going home for Justin's wedding, which is over Easter break,
Mm-hmm.
Easter weekend.
Well,
in
shout out
March.
Justin for getting married. I didn't know that.
Bro, them tickets is $450.
It's
And
better than 600.
I'm 2 months in advance
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
$450. I'm like, fuck. I'm over it. Like,
Yeah.
why tickets so goddamn high?
And what airline is this?
Southwest.
Damn. Southwest not what it used to be.
It's
though.
not at all,
It's-
bro. They other
Yeah.
niggas. Like, I might as well just start flying United. At least I get like a TV or some shit.
Yeah, exactly. Delta, some shit. But yeah, Southwest used to be like when me and Tatiana first got together, 2013. Bro, Southwest was the move. The flights were cheap as hell.
Bro, I was taking round trips to Chicago for $181. I wasn't spending more than $225. I'm like, Bro, I done went to the crib for less than 150 before.
Yeah.
Now everything is like 250.
Mm-hmm.
250 bad. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Inflation.
Yeah.
Want to get away? I'm like, this ain't no want to get away deal. How is this a want to get away deal?
But a lot of times, bro, comparatively, it still be cheaper than some of these other places.
Sometimes, but it's just like when you look at when people travel internationally and they talk about. Oh,
But yeah, the want to getaways, yeah, the last minute stuff is not as good as it used to be.
And not as,
Yeah.
bro, want to get away used to be $64, $81. Now that's just no less than like 151.
Yeah.
Or higher than that. But you go like overseas and stuff, and they're like, oh, you know, I flew to this country and we flew to this country for $50. $100 round trip. Like what? 150.
Yeah.
Like nigga, it cost me $200 to fly to goddamn Atlanta.
Yeah, I will say, because I just told AJ not that long ago, but for my dad's 60th, he actually wants to go back to Suriname. And he told me flights. He was like, oh, yeah, it's 500 a person. I was like, oh, that's actually, I was expecting it to be way worse. Like, I was expecting it to be like 1,000 a person. But
500 to fly to Suriname, 450 to fly to Chicago.
yeah, that's
make sense.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Make no sense.
I mean, to be fair, it's probably like the same distance, but one's an international flight and one is not.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, it's
that's
tough.
my gripe right now is this inflation is getting out of hand, and these airlines are taking advantage of the people because if all these other countries can have cheap flights for their citizens, clearly it's the pricing strategy over here that's fucking up.
Yeah.
Because they pay probably similar to what we pay in gas.
Mm-hmm. Anything else get off your chest? AJ, you got anything? All right, best thing you've seen. So this is a get it off your chest slash best thing. But, bro, gyms have been empty. I've been seeing people tweeting about it. I've witnessed it firsthand. AJ, I know you've been going from gym to gym. I don't know if you can attest to this. But I don't know if going to the gym just isn't on people's New Year's resolution or goals or whatever.
So mine.
Yeah, it is. And it should be on a lot of people's. But the gym's just been empty, which it's great for me.
Yeah.
But it's like, where the fuck is everybody at? Have you witnessed this at the gyms you've been at?
Me, I mean, everyone was working out today at work.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think that. I think that I think they do work out. So I don't know.
LA was pretty packed.
But more packed than usual?
Nah, I use it. Well, time I went is high traffic time, so. But I didn't have to wait for a scrap rack. Like I barely. Actually, no. I'm actually say you might be right because I didn't have to wait for a squat rack. I didn't have to wait for a bench. Like I pretty much shit opened up pretty quickly. Usually I used to wait 10 minutes for some shit. So you might be onto something.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. People just said fuck being healthy in 2024.
Niggas just accepted it. Like fucking nigga, I'm fat.
Yeah,
it's life.
Yeah, exactly. What else I got for?
Maybe it's because January 1 was on a Monday, so they have to wait till the next Monday to start.
But I feel like that's the perfect. Like that's the
literally
perfect,
the right start.
The perfect
Yeah,
alignment.
start of the week.
No, because you're not. You have that day off. It's not in your routine. You know.
I guess.
Trust me, I'm a serial Monday starter.
So
I know what it is.
Phil, I know you a big West Coast rap guy. This isn't rap specific, but did y'all know about the California cruising law? I never knew this was a thing.
What is it?
So I went and looked it up. I think it was around like late 80s that they essentially banned lowriders in California.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that because obviously politicians or the higher ups felt like it was attributing to gang violence and whatnot, so they banned them. But just in 2024, they removed the ban. Yeah, so that's the best thing I've seen. But
I got a cop of 6'4" before the prices already go up more than what they already is.
Yeah, but I just thought it was because of the change of the era that lowriders were no longer a thing, but it's wild to me, bro.
I feel like even though I've never been to the West Coast, like in all their music, they still put lowriders in it. So
I mean,
like
but music videos is different than actual
than real life. Yeah.
But could you imagine if they just banned dunks or some shit like that? Fucking
Florida ain't going. That's a red state.
Exactly. Hellcats just being banned.
If they can ban your goddamn dunks, imagine they're gonna come for your pickup trucks next.
Yeah. All right, y'all keep talking though. I got to change the battery. So if y'all don't have anything for
ban
best
dunks,
thing,
what do you mean?
Like dunk
Dunks,
riders.
like
donks.
Yeah.
Y'all were saying dunks like to the shoes.
Donks.
Yeah.
Donks.
Next is
Donks,
music.
bro.
If you ain't got shit else.
Music. What you been listening to?
There's actually a lot of music that dropped recently. So I'm a we've been kind of like off like of music, but there's some drops over the holiday weekend. So Westside Gunn, Conway the Machine and the Alchemist dropped Hall and Nash 2 for all my Griselda fans.
These are two different projects.
Yeah. No, it's Westside, Conway, and Alchemist. But they previously had Hall and Nash, which is like kind of what put them on as a mixtape.
Hauling Ash.
No, Hall and Nash. You know the wrestlers, the group
Oh, okay.
from NWO, New World Order. Bro, Kevin Nash and wow. Okay. Well, they were a tandem or a group in NWO. So they dropped that, and then so they dropped Hall and Nash 2. It's pretty good. Unlike that. And then you listen to Masicka?
Masego?
Masicka.
He's
a
no.
reggae
Masicka?
artist.
Nah.
Mexicans?
You listen to Mexicans? No, Masicka is, I think that's how you pronounce it, but you know my Jamaican accent sucks. So.
Masicka, nah, I don't think so.
But he has a new album out. Well, it came out December 1st, but I wasn't on it. And then
Wizkid.
Wizkid new album. It's really good.
I only listened to one track. Not that I got bored of it. I just was like, oh, this isn't the right vibe for me to be listening.
It's with your lady vibe. That's how I like Wizkid a lot because
Yeah.
it's R&B. It's like Afro beats R&B ish.
Yeah.
So it's real smooth. Like whenever I'm like in the car with Danny or something, I want to just play something safe that's like vibey.
Mm-hmm.
I just
Safe?
go from- Yeah, because sometimes she don't want to listen to all that gang
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Like, and then I don't want like the R&B I like.
Because then she
is-
feels threatened.
No, because then like you want to set the mood, and then the R&B I like is like heartbreak, breakup music, so that don't really set the mood.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is like all right, set the mood type shit. Big Krit dropped a new mixtape last week. That's pretty good.
Brick Crittington.
And The Game and Hit Boy dropped a mixtape.
How was that?
It's solid. The thing is, bro, Game is a good rapper. He just do corny shit.
Yeah, he does.
But the production and the dude, it's another like West Coast dude on it. If y'all, it's really good. So I put those on there so the chat can check out.
We never talked about it, and I know you a Gucci fan, but you saw Gucci and BG dropped a collab album?
Yeah, but I can't listen to BG.
Really?
No, I was
Brittany
never a
Griner?
BG fan when he was out.
Who is BG?
He used to be part of Cash
Hot
Money.
Boys.
Yeah, Hot Boys. Yeah.
Used to be Turk, Wayne, Juvie, and BG.
Mm-hmm.
Brittany Griner.
I have nothing music wise. I'm really hoping though that 2024 is a much better music
We
year.
need
than
Frank.
2023. You said what?
I said we need Frank.
Oh yeah. I was about to say Frank Sinatra. Frank Ocean. We definitely need Frank Ocean.
I mean, I kind of liked. I don't think it was that bad for me personally because a lot of artists that I like dropped.
Like Currency?
Well, Currency
Every
dropped
month?
the tape that was solid. Belair June dropped the tape that was good.
Yeah, that was good.
Got 2 Westside Gun projects this year. Got a NECA project this year. Got a Nash project this year. So it's like the artists I fuck with. They
yeah,
put out shit.
But
in
they drop
general-
every 3 months.
Yeah, in general, it was still a shitty music year, and I'm sure you can attest to that.
Yeah,
even
Kanye
though-
didn't drop anything,
for
did he?
big artists,
Even
yes.
though your artist dropped, just in comparison to every other year, I'm sure you can still say it was a
Thames
down
didn't
year.
drop nothing.
Yeah, but Cleo Soul dropped something.
She dropped 2 things.
Georgia Smith dropped something
Yeah,
that
she
I
did.
really fucked with.
Yeah,
Sure,
R&B
yeah, Georgia was
wise,
decent.
R&B wise, it was a decent year, but
I mean, for me, like for me personally, like the
Oh,
hip-hop that I
Andre
listen to.
3000 dropped something.
yes, his flute album.
Burna Boy dropped an album this year.
Did he?
Yeah, I told them that came out this year.
Oh, I guess.
If you guys
Big
haven't
Seven.
heard Andre 3000 yet, I'm doing it right
Oh
now.
yeah, you're right. You're
Mick
right.
Jenkins dropped this shit, bro. I had a. It's not like the
Mickle-
big niggas like so like Kendrick
Whoa.
didn't come out or J Cole didn't
The
come
big
out.
boys.
But it's like the niggas that I listen to daily, they dropped.
Yeah.
So I had a pretty. It's not the best, but I had a pretty good year for like good, really good project.
Yeah.
Well, we're happy for you, bro.
Hey man.
Yeah,
Like
Burna
them.
Boy was good, but even still, it just wasn't like we need more.
Mm-hmm.
The
Like,
headliners.
like if you looked at my Apple Music Wrapped, I think I listened to 120 minutes of music this year. So that's how you know nothing.
But
Yeah.
that's also because the headliners and the main, like I'm saying, the mainstream niggas didn't drop.
But I
I'm
don't only
also-
listen to mainstream people.
But the Frank, that's a big nigga. It's
He's
like
big.
Tyler the Creator, another huge. Like we talking about like these main attraction, like the top of the game. Like I like underground boom bap rap. So like those guys, Killer Mike dropped a great album this year.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't stop listening to the album this year. So it's like you got some really good projects this year, but I think it was a lack of like the top dogs.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
It's like the B and the C crowd dropped some good shit this year. There's not a lot of A-listers dropping.
Yeah, and even when I look at the music I downloaded in 2024, bro, I downloaded, I think, 3 albums, and that was it. Kamari, was that 2023?
Yeah, that was this year.
Okay, so I downloaded, Kamari, Travis Scott, Mick Jenkins, and Georgia Smith. Those are the only albums I downloaded. Not sure why I didn't download
Could
Cleo
have
Solo.
dropped a few things, but it was like 50% of the songs on there were good.
You
You
didn't
said
download Drake?
No, I didn't.
Crazy.
But also, unless I like know I'm gonna have the album in my rotation a lot, I really don't download it. Like I don't just download shit to download shit.
I download everything.
Yeah, I only download shit if I know if I don't have Wi-Fi, I'm gonna be pissed if I'm not able to listen to that album. And Drake, I'm not gonna be that album specifically. Like if I didn't have Wi-Fi, I wouldn't. I'm not
I
gonna
download them to listen to.
Yeah.
Them. Just because it's like if I don't download it, I'm not gonna go browse and search for it. So I have to download it to put it there for me to be like, oh
Gotcha.
shit, let me tap in real quick.
Yeah. But all right, streaming. Since I was on a 2-week break from work, I was streaming a lot, whether it be shows or movies. I watched a lot of shitty movie. I try to watch new Christmas movies this year instead of just my Jingle All the
Elf.
Way, Elf.
You
Yeah,
gotta
those
watch
movies. So I try to be a little bit different in the
There was a
Christmas. I watched Violent Nights, bro. That was one of the worst movies I've ever
With
watched.
the guy
in my life.
from the...
Stranger Things.
Yeah.
That movie was so bad.
I don't know why you watched it.
And then there was another. What was it? There was another Christmas movie I watched, which also was not that great. But I watched Saltburn with Jacob Elordi, I think his name is, the guy from Euphoria.
I heard it was good. Is it
Yeah,
good?
it's a slow burn. Like you
Saltburn.
definitely got to be locked in while you're watching it because you could definitely miss a lot. But it's an odd movie. I know a lot of people that watched it said it was good, but it's not a movie that they would run back and watch. I think I need to go back and watch it because I was on my phone for a lot of it. But overall, it's beautifully shot. I think you would like it, AJ. It's beautifully shot, but it's essentially a guy a gay nigga that falls in love with Jacob Elordi.
Oh wow, why do you think I would like that?
No,
Are you trying to say?
no, not that. I'm saying,
I'm
I'm
a gay
saying,
nigga that follow.
no, I was saying because of how beautifully shot it is. There's a lot of really dope shots in it.
I think you might like that one.
That's what I was getting at, not the
That
actual
you might
storyline. But yeah, it was a cool movie. But again, don't take my opinion because I wasn't locked in. What else we got? Gran Turismo. Bro, that movie was lit. I was not expecting for it to be that good. Have y'all ever played the video game Gran Turismo?
Yes.
It's a racing game. So the movie.
Oh, actually, yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay, but did you know what the next Netflix movie is about?
Oh no.
So I guess it's based on a true story. But Gran Turismo, Nissan and Gran Turismo, they kind of linked up and they were like, hey, we should get the top players in this game and make them into actual race car drivers. I don't know what to call it. It's not NASCAR and it's obviously not Formula One. But
Rally car drivers? Is it rally?
it's not even rally cars because initially the niggas just racing Nissan GTRs, and I'm also going to be a sucker for that because
That's lit.
that's my dream car.
Really?
Yeah.
We gotta
a
get
year?
one. Who did that? Was that you? Oh
What?
no, it's Phil.
What?
Yeah, it's definitely not me.
I heard it from this way. That was
It's
weird.
Phil.
That was him.
Bro.
You have a year?
You said what?
Any year? Particular?
I mean, I like when they were Skylines before they were GTRs. I like GTRs.
Did you enter that sweepstake? Because they were giving away a GTR on one of those Instagram pages.
Oh, really? I didn't see that. You got to send that
You
to
could
me.
enter a sweepstake to get a GTR, $50,000 cash.
Well, I'm not going to be able to afford insurance on that shit. But I love seeing videos of niggas in GTRs just outrunning cops. But anyway, so it's based on a true story. This nigga actually becomes pretty lit at becoming a race car driver with Nissan. And yeah, it's a very good movie. The same nigga that
it's
was
on
in,
already.
yes,
already out.
it's on.
Okay.
It's on Netflix.
You've seen it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's one of the top trending movies on Netflix. But the same guy from Violent Nights and Stranger Things, he's in that as well. He's the one that like teaches him how to drive. But it's a really good movie. I
feel
thought
like
it
I've
was
seen stuff recently and I can't remember. But go ahead.
about that or in general.
No, just movies in
Oh,
general.
okay.
For like this part.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna be a very corny movie, but it was very entertaining. But I was also a little,
Smizzed.
yeah, I was a little smizzed when I was watching it.
Wait,
but
what kind of? You like Smiths or are you like toasty?
toasty, yeah.
I'm a little spaz.
Death Note, an anime I've been watching. Obviously, we all know Tatiana's a huge anime nerd. She's always trying to get me to watch new shit. And 9 times out of 10, I don't like what she puts me on. But Death Note, this is one anime that I have been enjoying. So anybody that watches anime, they know that Death Note is one of the what's that shit called? The Stoneheads with the presidents.
Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, it's in the Mount Rushmore of animes.
Mount Rushmore.
All right, and then last we have Dave Chappelle, the Dreamer.
Did you watch it?
I did watch it.
Oh, okay, you better have. You trying to say you're a fan?
No, of course I watched it. We watched it this weekend actually.
I haven't watched it yet, so don't
It's
spoil any
lit.
jokes.
I'm not. It's lit. It's,
It's
I
good.
just wish I would have. I told Danny like I wish niggas would have shut the fuck up because it would have been.
Yeah, he
better
wasn't gonna
live.
do all that at the. He wasn't gonna like. He for sure wasn't doing all that during those shows.
for sure, but
He
would've
was
finished
also
certain
he's
parts
also
of the
drunk
joke.
and high,
Yeah.
and
Was
was
he?
like he was at. So my parents went to the show after, and she said that like he was like he was on his level still, and he said that was his last show ever actually. So it's a good thing you saw him.
Wait, really?
Yeah, so
He said
that was it was his last tour show ever. He's opening up a place in Ohio, and he said if you guys want to see me, you have to come there.
Oh,
And he's
okay.
like he's staying in Ohio and just working from home, I guess, basically.
Gotcha.
Nice. I'd go.
I also
He's probably doing what Joe Rogan did in Austin. I'm guessing that's what he's doing.
I
And
didn't
bring money to the community.
I didn't ask for the show that y'all went to, and I guess also for this stand up.
Yeah.
Is this gonna be preachy
No.
Chappelle, or is it actually like
But it's
jokes?
preachy Chappelle.
Like the Chappelle we've gotten the last couple of years. Like it's still entertaining. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna enjoy
But when
it.
he did those 3 hours back to back, some of them were more like a TED talk
Yeah.
than
Like I
stand-up
want
comedy.
Killing Him Softly Chappelle. That's what I want.
It is. It's not. It's
Sticks
not.
and stones. I
Yeah,
feel
it's
like.
not one of his best, but it's definitely good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so you didn't like Sticks and Stones?
I can't remember the titles of what was it. Sticks and Stones was one of the 3.
Well, Kill Him Softly was his first one ever. That's probably
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I remember 'cause that's one of my favorites, but that's the one with the Project Baby. Baby.
Oh, so it was like that?
No, but it's funny.
Okay.
But I mean, I liked all of Chappelle's latest material. Like
Mhm.
I haven't seen anything recently that I didn't like.
Yeah.
So I kind of like when he gets in his bag where he gives you a life lesson, but also just
Yeah, it makes it.
it's
it
under
makes,
a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it funny. Yeah.
That's what makes him clever to me because everybody can do that.
Yeah.
right. Because
And
he pulls you in with the story, and then it's like boom, funny.
Dropped.
I saw
Yeah.
he was talking about transgenders again.
Barely.
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. All right. Last but not least, we have sports. So the NCAA playoffs took
Oh wait,
place.
go watch The Creator too. I haven't seen it yet.
What's
but
that?
Everyone's saying it's good. It's on HBO Max. It was in theaters actually not that long ago. I was trying to go watch it, but I ended up not being able to make it. But it's John David Washington. It's sci-fi.
Like
And
what?
it's-
What?
I've been-
What kind of sci-fi we talking?
like AI
Okay.
stuff also.
But not like aliens, dragons, magic. That
No,
type
not
of
like
shit?
that.
Okay.
That's
All right.
fantasy.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that's sci-fi.
Oh, wait, well you said dragons and magic. Dragons
Yeah.
and magic is fantasy. Aliens could be sci-fi.
Science fiction. Dragons and magic is.
It's I'm telling you the genre.
Nigga, listen.
Got you. All right. Sports. We had the NCAA playoffs take place this past week. And both games were very entertaining. First, we had Bama and Michigan. I know you watched that game. You were heartbroken. You're tired of seeing design quarterback runs, I should say.
I'm over it, bro. Stop, please.
But I thought you said you like running the ball.
Yeah,
Not-
you
They were
gotta
committed to the
establish-
run.
Establish the
I
run.
like
Establish the run,
establishing the run, not
And then
with
you
my
commit to the run.
No, I like not with my running back. I hate when they do it with the Eagles. And then it's just unless it's like an all-out blitz and the alley is there, it's just not a good play.
Yeah. But I did see that this wasn't a designed run; it was an RPO, and he decided to run.
I get over. I'm done at RPOs too, bro. Sit back and just drop a creative ass play.
Yeah.
It's emotions.
I like RPO, so I'm not gonna.
I like RPOs sometimes, but I don't like whole RPO offenses.
Which the Eagles are definitely, or were at one point in time
we went to Super Bowl running RPO offense last year, and
And
was
he hated
cool.
it.
It was cool, but sometimes it's like it gets annoying. And then this year it's like we do RPO shit, and if you don't have like a good offensive coordinator to really show you the right reads in that system, your quarterback will always default to run.
Yeah.
Where they
I don't
going?
even know if show you the right reads, but hide the right reads too. You know.
Yeah.
Like I feel like most RPOs are kind of predictable now.
Exactly. So you
And it's
have
like,
to have
yeah.
a genius mind almost. So
Burger King never looks that good.
It never does.
Bro,
man.
I'm like, yo, I want a burger, but like, you go get Burger King and, bro, you're gonna be.
disappointed.
I haven't had fast food in a well,
I
actually,
like
I've had Chick-fil-A, but other than Chick-fil-A, I don't have had fast food in a long time.
I'm right there with you, bro. I had Chick-fil-A
Had
last
Chipotle.
week.
I don't think Chipotle counts though. It's fast, but it's like quick serve.
We had this argument.
Yeah, we did a lot on this.
An intense
I
argument.
think with Luke, right? Just because
Yeah.
he wanted,
Yeah, Chipotle, I haven't had. Well, that's a lie. I had Chipotle not that long ago, but only because it was catered at work. But outside of that, I haven't stepped foot inside a Chipotle. in a
Wait, how
minute.
come you don't like Chipotle anymore?
Bro, after they had like all those fucking outbreaks of E. coli and shit.
Bro,
I
it got
just-
better though.
It
It
did.
was weird.
I've been fucking
It's
with
like
Chipotle.
after that, I took a break from it for a long time, and then I
Yeah.
had it. I forgot why, and I was like, yo, what?
Yeah.
They stepped up.
I just think I prefer a pollo tropical trapi chop over.
Oh, you guys were talking about that in the Discord. You said Pollo was your
Yeah.
wife or something? Oh,
Yeah,
okay, I didn't
because
see that. I just saw Pollo was your wife.
Yami was saying that
Pollo be fucking up my
Dominican.
stomach sometimes. Though.
Really?
Yeah.
Yami said, what about Dominicans?
Because I asked her what was better, Dominican food or Puerto Rican food, because it was a video that I
Because
saw.
she's half and half, yeah.
Yeah, she's both, and she said Dominican food is better than Puerto Rican food.
PR.
And for
PR.
those that don't know,
I don't
AJ
know,
is
bro.
also half Puerto Rican.
I'm gonna
So,
go Puerto Rican every time, man.
and then Phil was saying he makes good Dominican spaghetti. Who said it was good, bro?
But their cuisines are very similar. Like
Yeah,
Dominicans
she-
have mofongo also.
Yeah, she said it's the same thing, just cooked slightly different. Patty, tried your Dominican spaghetti?
Yeah, but that's true. Because
No,
when they
Danny tried it and she said. it was
Okay,
really
well,
good.
you gotta have Patty try it.
I had
Patty,
Patty
okay,
Dominican what spaghetti?
yeah.
Mhm.
I don't even know what
It's this
Dominican.
this lady I follow, Veggie Rosie. She's Puerto Rican from like up East Coast, and she was saying how like Dominicans she'd always go into this Dominican store in New York to get spaghetti because they make their spaghetti vegan, and so they don't put meat like they
Got
don't
you.
put meat in their spaghetti. So then she took the rest. She actually got the recipe and she put it on YouTube, and it tastes different than because
Yeah.
like they use sazon and shit, and it's really good actually. It's super easy to make too.
Well, Patty says it's good. I'll try it.
I
But
got you.
until Patty gives it the stamp of approval,
Say less. I got you. She got.
I'm not listening.
Apayeri.
Yeah, Mike Patricia's Mike was telling me about the food they ate for Christmas. He's like, it's so good. He's like, it's so much better than my family.
He's from Chicago, right? I always forget.
He's from Illinois.
Illinois, yeah.
Illinois. Got
A small city over there.
Yeah. But back to the playoffs real quick, just to conclude that. The other matchup was Washington and who'd they play?
Texas. I didn't even
Yes,
watch that game because it
Texas.
was so late, bro.
Yeah, it was late.
It looked like Buddy was balling.
Yeah, Penix, Florida boy from Tampa, real nigga wearing the do-rag saying free his dogs after balling out. A lot of people saying they hope he goes to the Vikings. That would actually be a very lit team. I mean,
Justin Jefferson.
I don't know if they'll, because is Kirk Cousins going to be a free agent? I don't know. Kirk Cousins, I mean, he balled out this season. I wouldn't see the Vikings drafting a quarterback like
Depends
that.
on where they can get him.
Yeah, but
Because even if he gets hurt, you have an older rookie.
yeah, but Penix balled out all season, bro. A lot of people, myself included, confused how he didn't win the Heisman. But that boy, he the truth. interested to see where he goes. But yeah, national championship will be Washington and Michigan. So a lot of
That's
people
cool.
also
No
think
SEC.
if Harbaugh wins, which also that nigga looks exactly like his dad, bro. Like
He's gonna go to the NFL.
a lot of people obviously look like their parents, but that nigga just Harbaugh's dad looks like Harbaugh, just in an old man suit. That's it, or like with an old man filter on. But yeah, they. I mean, Stephen A. Smith says he should go to the Chargers. A lot of people think he'll go to the NFL after.
For what?
I mean, it's more money.
Who, Harbaugh, you
You
said?
don't.
Yeah,
You don't make more money in the NFL. than
it
you do in
depends.
college.
It depends what team you want. Yeah.
If he wins the national championship in Michigan, he gonna get a saving
Yeah.
contract.
But I know a lot of people prefer being in the NFL because recruiting. I mean, both are 24/7 jobs.
Yeah.
But like college, that recruiting beast, like a lot of people just don't feel like dealing with that shit, and that's why they'd rather be in the NFL because you don't have to deal with recruiting and
And that shit
whatnot.
also not guaranteed. Though.
Yeah, true.
Like you get a couple decent years in college, they'll give you a little more leeway.
Mm-hmm.
NFL, you got about 3 years to make this shit shake,
Yup.
and you up out of there.
I mean, but college is about the same. Harbaugh is cemented at Michigan. Like if he doesn't want to go
If he wins
to
the
the
national
NFL,
title, he can
yeah.
get the Saban treatment, bro.
Yeah, for sure. But Michigan, they're not gonna let his ass go. But yeah, national championship should be fun. FSU fans have been mad annoying because they're like, "Oh, see, the committee got it wrong." The two,
Florida State.
yeah, the two one-loss teams, or however the teams that weren't undefeated both lost. So, bro, y'all got, smacked
by
by
60
Georgia, 63-3. But they're like, "Oh, well, our players weren't committed, and there were a bunch of people that dropped
they
out."
didn't get it wrong.
Nah,
Y'all would've got
shut.
smacked back
Yeah,
in the end of the
exactly, bro. And nobody, because they wouldn't have had a quarterback regardless. They're starting quarterback out, so we would have had to watch Wildcat offense all game. Like nobody trying to see
You
that.
want to
shit,
watch RPOs? Phil loves that.
yeah, for real. But moving on, you put Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, I was just looking at a tweet. Jamel Hill had responded to a tweet because it was saying how a guy was saying, like, I guess like a reporter was saying, like, Caitlin Clark is the most exciting women's basketball
And I'm
player
assuming,
ever.
knowing Jamel Hill, she's probably disagreeing with that.
She disagreed with that.
Yeah.
And I also agree with that.
You agree that she is, or that she's not?
I don't think she is.
Oh, so, and I'm not saying she is or she
the most
isn't.
exciting, not most popular.
Yeah. Most exciting. I mean, Caitlin Clark is damn near the women version of Steph Curry
Yeah,
right
I
now,
was gonna
and
say,
we
yeah.
can all agree that Steph Curry is one of the most exciting players we've ever seen. Is she the best? I don't know. Exciting? I can't think. Was it basketball specific or
It was just college.
player?
Let me see. The tweet was
Because we can say Brittany Griner. I mean, she was exciting for the time that she was in. She was dunking the ball and whatnot. Who's the girl that I like that played at Tennessee? She was married to Sheldon Williams.
Candace.
Candace Parker. She was also exciting. The thing that's also
You
tough.
sleep on like Diana Taurasi.
Well, so that's what I was just gonna get at.
UConn teams, Maya Moore.
Okay, pause. And that's exactly the point I was just gonna make. A lot of the players that come to mind that were exciting, they were a part of like powerhouses at UConn.
Yeah.
So it was also like you have all these amazing players together. Like Caitlin Clark, she is damn near Iowa by herself. Like she's not at this powerhouse, and I'm glad there's more parity in women's college basketball. Like UConn isn't dominating the way that they were. Tennessee's not dominating. Baylor's not dominating. So
the tweet was Iowa. I guess like Iowa posted it like never doubt with Caitlin Clark and shooting, and the guy goes, "There are a lot of grown ass people who spend their time hating on Caitlin Clark. I just don't get it. That girl is a baller. She's the most exciting player in women's college basketball history. Stop hating. Enjoy the historic run she's having at Iowa. We won't ever see this again." So Jamel goes, "It's the, in quotation, in history part. Respectfully, no. Outstanding player with the potential for greatness, but just because she's the one who made you pay attention doesn't mean she's the most exciting player ever."
she didn't list any players that she thought, or were there any people that underneath commented
She
that?
was just saying, like, I'm 1,000 years old, so I remember when Cheryl Swoops was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and was a whole deal, or when
Yeah.
Candace Parker dunked in game and people
Or what's her
lost
name?
it.
Reggie Miller's sister too.
Yeah.
Yeah, or she said when Candace Parker dunked in game and people lost it, or even a couple years ago when we had the same conversation about Sabrina Ionesco because of her court vision.
Yeah.
So it's like she made valid arguments,
Mhm.
and it's like I think a lot of times we always jump to that ever. And
Yeah.
it's
Like
nah,
the in history of all time.
Yeah,
something?
she killing it. Like, nah, she fucking super exciting.
Yeah.
Like the girl got game. Like I would never hate, but it's like she definitely goes in that class of those players. Like she goes in the class of like when I was watching women's basketball, I was tapped into UConn trying to tap in every game because Diana Taurasi was the truth.
Yeah.
And she was winning national championships and they was undefeated.
Yeah.
And like it wasn't just because not only was UConn stacked, but they had a great coach, but it was also like, nigga, that's the woman Melo. Like she was that's the female version of Melo.
Yeah.
So it's like shit like that. So it's like, I like that, women's basketball is expanding, it's getting bigger and it's getting all this attention. But let's not also forget that
There's been some hoopers.
There was some
for
rules
sure.
prior that was also made the sport exciting. So
Yeah. And I know you said most exciting and most popular are two completely different things, but bro, the shit Caitlin Clark Iowa and Caitlin Clark have done these past 2 seasons has been like,
Diana
because
Taurasi didn't lose for 3 years.
yeah, that's true. And again, UConn, respectfully, I don't know who Iowa's coach is, but Gene, I forget what his last name is
Gino,
from you.
no.
Armia, whatever the fuck his last name.
Gino Auriemma?
Yeah, we all know who I'm talking about. He's a great coach, and again, UConn has had like they
had like just
UConn is the
15
Bama,
5-star recruits. Or whatever, yeah.
UConn is the Bama of women's college basketball. Like Caitlin Clark has carried Iowa on her back. They played didn't they play in like a football stadium or some shit like that early in the season? Sold that bitch out. Last year's national championship, yes, it was against LSU, who we're actually watching right now, which is a current powerhouse with a bunch of superstars. So, I mean, of course, that matchup was going to do numbers, but Caitlin Clark was a big part of that. And again, I'm not saying she's the most exciting player we've ever seen, but she's definitely in that conversation. I can't speak on.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying it's like I just thought there was credence in the response that, hey, like, let's slow down. Like, like she OD.
Yeah.
And the game has also grown, so it's more popular with the adaptation of like social media and shit.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that, but I'm also saying that there is also other female.
Yeah, I can't speak on Cheryl Swoop or
I can speak on Diana Taurasi.
Yeah,
I can speak on Candace Parker.
I can, but Caitlin Clark, I will say, is more exciting than both of those, respectfully.
Then who?
Candace Parker and Diana Taurasi.
I don't know about that one.
I think so.
I don't know about that.
I watched both of them, and again, Candace Parker dunking in game was insane. It was crazy. Same thing with Brittany Griner, but
I think she's more exciting than Brittany Griner.
I think because Candace Parker was also a big, so of course a guard is going to be more exciting than a big, no matter what.
A forward.
Yeah, and I think Caitlin Clark is more exciting than Diana Taurasi, Sue Bird, Sabrina Ionesco. And Sabrina was a big deal too when she was in college, but Caitlin Clark's twice that, bro.
She was more exciting than her, but she won't find it in her. What's Shorty, Skylar?
Oh, Skylar Diggins.
Skylar Diggins,
and she was popular too, but again, her being fine was a big part of it. Wayne talking about her, like her being. I mean, and she was a beast.
I don't know if she's more exciting than Maya.
Maya Moore. I think so, bro.
I don't know, bro. Maya was a bucket.
And I'm not denying any of these people's skills. They're all beasts. I will admit that. But as far as because we talking about the girls that we mentioning is guard play, like supreme. It's normal guard play, but it's supreme, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and
But what Kaylin is doing is Steph Curry, like the step back threes, the long range threes, the buzzer beaters, all this shit. No girl have we seen play at this level like Steph. And Caitlin Clark is the first one we seen doing it.
on March 27, right, 2000, Caitlin Clark's 41-point triple-double draws comparisons to Diana Taurasi. This is the headline on ESPN.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, Taurasi been doing that shit too?
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, the long-range threes, the step-backs, all that stuff.
But that's just the evolution of the game.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if you take what Diana Taurasi was doing in her time, the midi,
Yeah.
unstoppable shot,
Yeah.
winning every game, it's the same thing. It's just that it's elevated now because now kids come up practicing 40-foot threes.
Yeah.
They just didn't do that in the 90s.
And going back to what I was saying.
That's like saying, right, if you go look at a Kobe game now,
Yeah.
you would not be excited if you look at a Kobe game now and he's mid-ranging niggas to death.
Yeah.
And every time he throw up a mid-range, you like, bro, how's it going? As opposed to you look at a Steph game and Steph shoots a far three.
That's fair.
It's the same excitement
Yeah.
because it's not even, it's like the shot difficulty.
Yeah.
Like a three might be tougher, but how are you this good
Yeah.
at either of them? You
And
know
that's
what I mean?
fair. That's fair. That's fair. But going back to what I was saying, bro. Last year, we watched Caitlin Clark, who that's the only player we can name on Iowa's roster. Most people can only name Caitlin Clark. She was going up against this LSU roster of dogs who we can name multiple players. With Diana Taurasi, like, she was at UConn.
But who did she play with that you can remember?
And you're right. I can't. I can't.
Okay, then.
But we know that UConn's team, nobody was like they were going undefeated year after. Well, I don't know if it was undefeated, but they were dominating
Yeah.
year after
They
year
were
after
undefeated
year
for like
after
3
year.
years. Yeah,
Yeah.
But
who we were playing,
and that
ag-
creates more pressure, though.
Okay, but who they were playing against, we knew that UConn was gonna pull it out.
That's not always the case. That bro, it was great Tennessee teams then.
Okay, that's true. But I feel
It was like college football of old back then. That's what Zach's point. It's just where like there's only 2 or 3 teams that are probably gonna have a chance to win.
Again, last year, it was LSU that won, but Caitlin Clark by herself was keeping. I mean, I don't think the game ended up being that close, but she got them to the national championship.
Yeah.
And
Was it the national championship?
Yeah, LSU in Iowa.
Because they beat who? South Carolina?
Or
No, they didn't even get to the national championship.
Yeah,
they
I
didn't
might
beat
be
South
wrong.
Carolina.
Hold on. Maybe I'm wrong.
You wrong. They didn't beat South Carolina.
Let's see.
I'm pretty sure it's South Carolina and LSU, no?
Yeah, South Carolina's always been a powerhouse too, or they have
Yeah.
been for a long time.
But once they got Don Staley, that definitely helped. So it hasn't been like a long time, but the last 2-3 years or so.
But so even now in women's basketball, how many great teams is it?
I mean, Baylor, I feel like is usually kind of decent. Like you said, a lot of the SEC schools, so South Carolina, LSU, and whatnot. But again, Caitlin Clark, bro, this shit, I don't know. Like, I'm agreeing with you, but I'm also disagreeing with you.
Yeah, and I mean, I think I think it could be up for debate. I'm not saying that she's not exciting. Like, she definitely is. But I think you would have a legitimate argument you could put Diana Taurasi in that. You could put Maya Moore in that, especially if you talk about the Hypes, the team they play for, the accolades. Like, that goes not losing for 2 years is wild. No matter what team you're on is wildly impressive. They still had nail biters.
Yeah.
And you still had to be clutch. It wasn't like they were smoking every single team by 30 points.
No, the championship, it was Iowa LSU.
It was Iowa?
Yeah.
Okay. They beat South Carolina. Oh, no, LSU beat South Carolina.
No, Iowa beat South Carolina.
Okay.
So, and again, like we said, that's a powerhouse. It was 77-73.
That was a close one, yeah.
I wonder if I could pull up the box score from right here. And Caitlin Clark had...
And she got kind of shut down in that game, didn't
Bro,
she?
Caitlin Clark had 41 in that game.
In the South Carolina game, right?
Yes.
But what about the LSU game?
The LSU game, I remember she was hooping. I mean, it definitely wasn't enough because they were outpowered. Yeah, it wasn't close. It was 102-85.
I thought they kind of shut her down in the
I think it was in the second half they did, but I think in that first half she did enough to go off. But she had 30. I mean, she shot 9 of 22, which isn't great.
That
8 of
ain't great at
19.
all.
8 of 19 from 3, which 8 of 19 is not
No,
bad.
that's yeah.
Yeah.
She saw. What'd you say?
9 of 22.
9 9 of 22 and 8 of 19 from 3?
9 of 22 field goals and then 8 of 19 from 3.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
For 30 points, 8 assists. So, I mean.
What's 8 divided by 20, or 9 divided by 22? If you're shooting.
It's a little bit under 40. It's probably around 40%.
Yeah, that's
40,
that true
41%.
True shooting percentage, that's probably like 50%. Because it was heavily threes. Mm-hmm. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, and then the next highest, I mean, there was 2 girls that scored 13 and another girl that scored 12. But Caitlin Clark, she was dominating that game, bro. But obviously LSU was too much. But moving on from that, we have NFL wrapping up. So we're going into the last week of the regular. Oh, before we even get into that, I need to talk about and slightly get off my chest. Usually I don't complain about all-star voting. I don't complain. You got a new phone, Phil?
No, just change my case and screen.
Oh, okay. Antoine Winfield. This man got robbed. And it might be the Zach curse because all season I've been saying he's the best safety in the league. I think he might have like the best stats of all the safeties. There was actually a stat I pulled up that he's the only player to ever do this. Let me see if I can pull it up quickly. But he didn't make the Pro Bowl. He's an alternate, but he did not make the Pro Bowl, and a lot of people are upset about that. So he's the only safety in NFL since 1994, with at least 100 tackles, 5 sacks, 5 forced fumbles, and 10 pass deflections. And he didn't make the Pro Bowl. His dad's upset. He commented on it.
Yeah.
Antoine Winfield Sr. But Buda Baker made it. And Buda Baker's stats are butt.
But
it's a...
What team does he play for, Buda Baker?
He's still on the Cardinals.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why, because they're not even winning.
Yeah, exactly. And the Bucks, I mean, we're first in our division. It's not saying much, but we're 8-8 in our division at first place. But yeah, Antoine Winfield robbed. Bucks need to win this weekend in order for us to.
Panthers?
We play the Panthers, yes.
Oh, you guys should win
to get in the playoffs.
But we're tied with the Saints, I think.
And they play the Falcons.
And the Saints play the Falcons, yeah.
So who owns the tiebreaker?
We do.
They do.
We do.
So they just have to win.
So we just need to win.
You winning in.
Yeah, they're winning. They're playing the Panthers, though.
The
Panthers just got smacked last week.
And I'm pretty sure I predicted us to be like 2 games over 500 or 2 games under 500. So I'm close to my prediction.
But it's a division game, and division games are always weird. And I predicted we'd have 4 losses, and we have 5.
Okay. So we
told y'all.
It feels like y'all have more than 5. Like, y'all feel like it's been
we went
doomsday.
10-1.
Yeah. It feels like it's been doomsday for y'all.
We lost 4 out of the last 5, so... Yeah, man, we'll see what happens, bro. But we got a bunch of Pro Bowlers on our squad.
Yep.
Lane made it. I think it was Lane, not Jurgens. Lane, Kelsey, Dickerson, AJ, and Hassan Reddick.
You said Jalen?
He's an alternate. Well, he's an alternate.
Oh, wow.
Jalen's an alternate, and our kicker's an alternate. Jake Elliott is an alternate. But those are the 5. Oh, DeAndre Swift.
Okay.
DeAndre Swift made it too. So we had 3 linemen, running back, AJ.
Dolphins, they haven't won their division yet, have they?
No, actually.
I know they've clinched, but
if we clinch playoffs, but if we lose, then the Buffalo Bills win. The
Buffalo Bills win, and then and if they lose,
y'all
they
play?
out.
We play the Bills.
Oh, okay.
So Bills have to win to make the playoffs.
But if they win the division.
And that's how they get into the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. And if they lose, they out.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's
Y'all
weird. That's what I'm saying. Like you jump to
early.
either you win a division or you just not in.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's so weird. But yeah, Dolphins, I hope y'all win. Also, Tyreek, I don't know if y'all saw that man's house caught on fire. And it was all because one of his kids was playing with a lighter.
That's tough.
Yeah, so $1 million house and his brand new house, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Just burned to ashes. I mean, it's not
the kid was
completely
playing.
burned.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's not all the way burned down though, right?
No. I think it's just partially, but still. It's tough.
Like they had to call the fire department and stuff.
Yeah.
And I wonder how insurance covers that because it's like, I guess it's an accident.
It's accidental.
Yeah.
But the kid was playing was being a little pyro, you know.
Yeah, but it's a kid though, so.
Bro, I mean, it's not funny.
Even though it's a kid, I don't know. Insurance companies, you can't trust them, bro.
Yeah, but it's like if your kid get in your car and like crash your car, it'd be covered.
Not really.
Is it?
Covered. It's covered.
Maybe like a negligence. You weren't watching, dude.
That's
Like,
very true.
Not
that-
necessarily because it's.
They might cover some of it, but they may not cover all of it. That's what I'm saying. They're like insurance companies are gonna try to find a way not to pay. Like that's what they do. And if it was a fire that was started rather than like a kitchen, something happened or whatever, you know.
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah.
I think something like that would be covered though, from working in insurance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I see what we cover on the automotive side, and we cover a lot of shit that don't make sense. So like everybody thinks like, oh, the insurance company finds ways not to want to give you coverage, and a lot of times we find ways to try to get people coverage. Or at least like from my experience, it's like, oh damn, like all right, well, that's covered.
Yeah, but outside of that, anything else? Are there any major storylines before we get to the playoffs, or is everything kind of? I mean, obviously NFC South's up in the air. AFC East, is that what the Dolphins are in?
Yeah.
AFC East. Bro, I love NFL, but for the life of me, I'll never know.
Oh, the divisions?
The divisions, yeah. Like I kind of know who's in what, or like what teams are grouped together, but not the names. Yeah.
I think I could do them all.
Same. If Dallas wins, they get the division. If they lose,
Oh,
we
really?
win. Yeah, because they on a tie break. Because we lost to the goddamn Cardinals. If we won out, we would have been second.
Yeah.
But I think Dallas can get second now, and then we drop down to a fifth.
So, do we have Super Bowl predictions?
Ravens.
Bro, I tweeted this the other day. I won a Lamar Super Bowl more than I won a Bucs Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, bro, and also Dalvin Cook just signed with the Ravens today.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Which I don't know how I'm happy about it.
It's gonna be Ravens 49ers probably.
The Ravens obviously have been playing well, and I just don't like messing with team chemistry. So I don't know how that'll play.
I don't think he'll start. I think it's just depth.
Oh yeah, for sure. But still, just
and then like
fix.
Keaton got hurt, so it's not like they're cutting somebody.
Yeah.
Ravens or Bills.
And he's a Florida boy like Lamar, so there's probably some ties there.
And you got Zay Flowers. You got a couple of Broward niggas on the team.
I got Ravens or Bills on the AFC side.
Or Bills?
Or Bills. If the Bills get in, bro, the Bills. If the Bills get in, they gonna make noise because they playing.
They can make as much noise as they want. They making noise sad going home.
No, because they're playing their best football the last 2 months. And you always want to go into the playoffs on a hot streak. We've seen teams go in fucking 6th seed and win a Super Bowl because they've been hot.
Yeah.
The Giants.
Exactly. In the NFC, I want to say the Eagles, but I think we might be a first-round exit. And I'll
wow.
determine that based on how we play against the Giants.
He's trying to do reverse psychology.
No, it's not. This is not reverse psychology. This is we suck bad.
I never thought I'd see the day where Phil admits that his team might be bounced first round.
Oh no, it depends on. I think I need to see how we play. If we can rally from the AJ Brown press conference.
Bro, I've seen the Lakers be fucking terrible, and it feels like they're
gonna finals.
We going to the championship.
This
is the first time. I'm proud of you,
He's a
Phil.
bigger Lakers fan than the Eagles fan.
I'm proud of you, Phil. We got new, honest 2024 Phil.
It hurts my heart to say it, but we'll see what happens.
First round bounce.
Get rid of Patricia and Brian Johnson after this offseason and get some experienced coordinators in.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I hope it's the Eagles, but realistically, I would probably say, unfortunately, the 49ers. And I hate that.
Honestly, bro.
Because I don't think Dallas beats 49ers, and I don't think the Lions. I think the Lions, if not the 49ers, the Lions. Or the Eagles.
I do not believe in.
You don't believe in the 49ers?
I believe in the Niners. I don't believe in Brock Purdy.
But you don't have to believe in him, bro.
Like
I could get to.
I get he's a game manager, but I don't know, bro.
I think he's better than a game manager, but
if our defense could get a stop, I would say the Eagles, but we can't get a stop.
Yeah.
If if their offensive line is healthy, I think they're good. Yeah. Like the 49ers and the Ravens is going to be the thing.
I don't know. I think whoever's the top of the NFC East, I see them over the Niners. Like the Niners are
Really?
tough, bro. The Niners are super
They
tough.
cooked the Eagles already.
I know, but I don't know if I see
Yeah,
that
but they
happening
also
twice.
lost, and they also got smoked by the Ravens.
Yeah, they just got smoked by the Ravens.
Who, the 49ers?
Yeah, you can get guy.
Bro, so many. So the Lions got smoked by the Ravens.
Yeah, and we smoked and we beat the Lions, and we beat the Cowboys. Like,
Oh, you beat the Cowboys?
we
I thought you said that
split.
you lost to them.
No, we lost at home to the Cowboys. Everybody loses at home to the Cowboys. And we also beat the Cowboys. in
Everybody
Philly.
loses at home to the Cowboys.
Everybody
loses.
loses in Dallas to the Cowboys.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Because Dallas has a really good home record this year. I think they might be still unbeaten at home, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
they are.
whatever.
They're
And then
8-0 at home.
they
Yeah.
also,
So-
I mean, the 49ers smacked the Cowboys too.
Yeah, but I also don't believe in Dak Prescott in the big moment. So I think Dallas gets eliminated, and it's the same shit every year. I think the only niggas you really got to worry about is the 49ers. And I
Do you
think
trust more Dak or Brock?
Brock, because Dak is Tony Romo 2.0. Bro, when has Dallas won a big game?
I don't know.
They
Can't
haven't.
tell you.
Since the 90s.
Bro, the NFC is butt, honestly. Like I know the Lions are 11-5, but at the end of the day, experience does matter, and
Jared Goff.
I just don't see them going far in the playoffs. Like, hey, shout out to y'all on being 11-5, but unfortunately, but what the fuck do I know?
Really?
I don't know.
We still got the best quarterback in the playoffs.
What?
Eagles still got the best. I trust Jalen Hurts over all them niggas in the playoffs because he proves he can do it in the big game.
I
No.
agree.
Problem is,
You think
Well, NFC.
in the
AFC,
NFC,
And the Lamar
obviously,
Jackson.
yeah, Lamar.
Lamar Jackson hasn't proved he can play better in the playoffs than Jalen Hurts. Are you serious?
But Lamar,
Bro,
a lot
Jalen
of
Hurts
his,
played well once
He did not. What are you talking about?
in the playoffs. Like he had one playoff run
Yeah, and he also played really well in the Super Bowl.
but the
out-
year,
in the same playoff
the
run.
year the Ravens, who they lose to, the Titans or something.
No, the
that
Bills.
Lamar
we
hasn't
can't-
played well in the playoff game yet, though.
But a lot of that we can't blame on Lamar. It's the receivers being
How
but.
many times he been in the playoffs?
I'm not sure.
And he hasn't played a good game.
He hasn't
once.
had a good offensive team once. This is the first time where he had a good offensive team.
But obviously, Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback
Gosh,
in the playoffs.
bro.
Yeah, I'm talking about on the NFC side.
Okay, yeah.
So you asked me who
Oh,
I,
NFC side, then
and
cool.
who do I trust more on the NFC? I'm taking.
You're
Jalen
not. You
Hurts.
said in the playoffs. You didn't say NFC because Lamar Jackson's not in the NFC. So
Well,
why are we
worried,
talking
I'm
about
not
this?
worried about the. I'm not worried about the AFC yet because if the Eagles get to the Super Bowl, I'm still gonna trust Jalen Hurts more because he's been there last year and he played really and he damn near outplayed Mahomes.
Yeah, but y'all got no defense.
That's my only concern. But the defense ain't got shit to do with offense and him playing well.
Yes, it does. Because if the defense is not making any stops, he's gonna have to push and press more.
Yeah.
Y'all had a good defense. So what do you mean? It does have an effect on how he plays. You just argue and argue, bro.
I'm saying like who I trust in a bigger game and who has proven that they can perform in the playoffs over.
He had one playoff run with an amazing team.
But he also played really well. He had 500 yards in the Super Bowl. He outplayed Mahomes.
Oh, yeah,
in the Super
500?
Bowl.
That's true.
I didn't know that.
500 yards? Not passing. You mean total?
Total.
Yeah.
He outplayed Mahomes in the Super Bowl. If they get one more chance, the only reason they lost is because they didn't have enough time to try to make a comeback. It wasn't like the nigga, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh, Jalen Hurts just cost them the game. It was like, no, they just didn't have enough time because
Yeah, y'all kind of. But he had 500 yards and y'all lost.
Defense couldn't get a stop. Same shit this year, which is the defense can get a stop. I think we can make some noise, but getting a stop is gonna be really tough.
I don't know. There's been some big regular season games. Actually, not even big games, and Jalen Hurts hasn't been playing well. So it's weird. You think he's just gonna automatically, because it's the playoffs, all of a sudden.
I mean, he led a game-winning drive against the Chiefs this year. He led a game-winning drives against
Chiefs
Buffalo.
are basically 500
He led a game-winning drive against Buffalo this
when
year.
they were cheeks.
When they were cheeks.
Yeah, in the beginning of the year.
This is when they started their win streak.
What, the Buffalo? No, how
And before week 12, he had the most game-winning drives up
Bro,
until
Jalen
that
Hurts
point.
is butt, bro.
Yeah,
I'm just
aight.
kidding. He's not. He's just not better than Lamar.
I mean, statistically,
Like right now he's not better
what's their
than Lamar.
stats?
Their stats is that Lamar's better.
Does Lamar have more total touchdowns than Jalen Hurts this
Bro,
year?
I don't know.
This year?
Yeah,
Probably-
I think Jalen Hurts has
probably
more
not.
turnover.
This year it might be. Overall, I probably.
They've been
Jalen-
running.
I'm pretty sure Jalen Hurts got like 30
I
something
think.
total
Well,
I
it might
think.
be
touchdowns.
Lamar,
I think.
actually.
No, I think
Lamar's
Jalen has
been
more.
in the league.
He has more total touchdowns.
Lamar's been in the league longer, right?
Oh, you're saying since he's been in the league?
I'm talking about this year, fool.
He's saying this year, and I think it's Jalen because they tush push him in, and they've been running the ball. Like they're not trying to get what's his name hurt.
Jalen Hurts has 38.
Yeah, Lamar. Yeah, they've been running the ball in. Gus Edwards has like 12 touchdowns.
Lamar has 29.
See.
Well, that's all I got. Y'all got anything else before we let the people go?
No, that's it.
All right, it's been another episode of Save It for the Pod, episode number 132. Happy New Year to y'all.
Happy 2024.
And make 2024 the best year of your life. Peace.
Chowski Lowskis.